Tara's bit on the side. Listen, I'm going out on a limb here, but if you are easily offended by nudity, you might want to look away, all right? What a show. What a show tonight. The public and the new housemates have spoken. Bianca and Danielle are out, and Armageddon has self-destructed. But saying that, you never really know what's going to kick off with that lot in there. So let's check back into the house for some aftermath, and this is what's happened since Danielle's gone.
That's right, like, we've been robbed, man. We've been blindsided, man.
So you thought you'd just been turned over?
We thought we were going to stand up and say the person we wanted to leave, and then they were like, you have
they flipped it on you.
So they flipped it on us, we were like, what? That's why I was emotional.
Yeah, we didn't have to do anything. Wow.
Yeah, but you read them.
That was a right twist.
That was a right twist.
And then it says they're going to choose someone
for like a nomination to stay in the house.
Yeah, so when you stood up, you thought you sweet it.
Yeah, as far as we were concerned, we walked in and Big Brother said, you've got the power and you're going to evict an original housemate, okay? We were like, okay, fine. But it had to be a mutual decision between all three of us.
Okay.
So throughout the week we've made bonds, blah, blah, blah. So today,
we've had majority
we got
votes,
asked, we've had a right all week. But so today, we got asked who we're going to evict, we'll give our answer, sat down, and then they were like, original housemates stand up. The public had been voting to save someone and put us to stay in the house.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the twist was on us.
We thought they were going to say
who do you want to...
We thought it was
Still
going
had
to
to
be
make a
that
decision
second
afterwards, but
Yeah.
the two of you...
That's why we've been relaxed all this time. We just thought, you know what, obviously we're never...
Yeah, and then it wasn't.
Well, you didn't seem shocked when you stood up.
I know.
A little bit, and I'm thinking...
Really calm.
So calm.
Didn't know that was going on.
Because
Like, what a twist on us.
What's happening? We all just kind of stood up like, okay.
What a twist.
Well, we've got twice as much to talk about tonight, so let's crack on and meet tonight's panel. First up, it's a man who we really, really love here on Bots, and it's a shame that the housemates didn't feel the same. It's Marlon! Liking the jumper, liking the jumper. Thank you. Joining him are two telly ledges, all the way from Chigwell. Please welcome Birds of a Feather superstars, Leslie Dorian Green Joseph and Linda Tracy Stubbs Bobson! I'm warning you all, it's Dorian and Tracy tonight, all right? And that's what we're calling them. Completing the lineup is someone who you may have noticed featured in tonight's episode a little bit. I don't know if you saw that, I don't know. Shit's about to go down. It's Dexter Kay! Well, listen, we have got a lot to talk about tonight. So first up, Leslie, are the right people out?
No, I really did not want Danielle to go. Because the thing is, she's fascinating. I don't know what she's playing at. I don't know why she's working on these two levels. And I think if she'd stayed in the house, there's so much more to come out. I would have preferred to see Kimberly go.
Leslie,
not come out
on.
like Bianca come out. I would have preferred to see Kimberly go. To be absolutely, or maybe Stephen.
Well, unfortunately, like Emma said on the main show, unfortunately for health reasons, Kimberly was exempt tonight, and we hope you get better, Kimberly, and we hope to see you soon. Linda.
But I do think if Kimberly was there, she might have gone tonight.
You
And I
reckon?
think if not Kimberly, Steve should have gone.
Are you surprised, though, that the newbies evicted Danielle? Because I know they've been toing and froing all week, haven't they?
Not really. I just think that she was like, at the end of the day, we don't know who she is. There's two sides to her, and you can't work out which one she is. Is she Mother Teresa, or is she Dorian Green?
Dorian! Marlon!
Dorian Green!
Do you think, if it was a public vote this week, that Danielle would have still gone?
Yeah, probably. I think it was a toss-up between her and Stephen. Either way, it would have went.
Yeah?
Yeah,
what about you lot? Come on, what do you want to say? Go on. Oh, you put your hands up, bless you. Go on.
The newbies went in with all that knowledge and power. They knew for the last week and tonight they want Stephen out. Why did they not vote him out?
Well, they were really chanting it tonight. And
Get
also,
him
I think
out.
they were chanting 2 seconds, Stephen. I heard, which we probably won't go too deep into. Dex, you're the king of tactics. Why do you think the newbies went for Dan?
Because she's the least one that they could connect with personally. So, I mean, we'll see what happens tonight when she comes out.
Oh, trust me, I think we're all... Look at that. Marlon, how do you think the original housemates are going to react now Danielle's gone? Because, you know, she hasn't been up a load, has she? She is part of the furniture in there. How do you think they're going to deal with it?
I don't think they're going to be too upset about it. I think it was an obvious decision, her or Stephen. I think they're safe, so they don't really care.
Do you think Ashley might hold a grudge, though?
Nah.
We've seen them two.
I don't think she will.
Drift apart.
I don't think she will, no. Ashley's quite strong-headed. I think she's just going to go for what she needs to
Leslie?
go for.
I'm surprised that you say it was an obvious decision. I think that was out of left field. I wouldn't have seen that Danielle coming at all. I think there was so much more to get from Danielle. And I think Chris and Christopher, and Christopher especially, I think they're going to miss her a lot.
Yeah?
And Ashley will, of course. I mean, I just think completely the wrong person.
Well, listen, it was a two-way fiction tonight, with the public voting to save Zoe and Pav. Let's move on to Bianca. Linda, why didn't the public connect with Bianca?
Do you know what? I think she was actually a really honest, sweet girl.
I agree.
She was very straight.
I agree.
I wouldn't want her as a daughter, but I do think she was very... And I think she might have a form of ADHD or Tourette's or whatever. She doesn't think about what she says. She just says exactly what she thinks.
Yeah. But she was television gold, let's
She
face it.
was.
Do you know what? I'm going to say it.
Have we ever seen anything like
Me
that
and
on
Emma,
Big
we
Brother?
try our hardest not to have opinions, but let's be fair, she has gone in that house this week and she has fucked
She
shit up.
really has.
She is what she says on the
She
tin.
did great.
I mean, Bianca is such good value. I wish the public would have
I'm
kept her in
really
just for
surprised
entertainment
that
purposes.
Well, it
Pav
is
should have
done
gone.
now.
Pav should have gone.
It's done now. What do you lot think about Bianca going?
I'm actually quite disappointed that Bianca's gone. I think she went in there and thought, you know what, I could have probably a few days or a few weeks. Let me make the most of it. You know, I mean, she came out like the sort of things that she said. You kind of thought, oh my God, you would never do that in a million years. But she thought, you know what, I'm in a Big Brother house. Let me make the most of it.
I have got to say though, that has now gone down as my favourite eviction in Big Brother history. I'm just going to say that. Well, listen, Bea did go, but Zoe and Pav stayed. Leslie, how do you rate their chances of staying longer now?
I'd be surprised if Pav stays too much longer. I just haven't seen a lot of commitment from Pav. I think Zoe is very professional. She's very in there.
She's done it.
She knows how to play the game, Zoe.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be interesting when you see her in with the original housemates to see how they get all that out of her and get down to the real Zoe. I'm not sure that Pav would last that long. He just doesn't seem a strong enough character.
It's quite notorious, isn't it? You know, the new housemates, they don't always tend to do
No,
well.
they are
halfway
at a
inside.
disadvantage. They are at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's like in the jungle when people come in after, you get your little groups of friends and you
course.
make your friends and that's who you sort of stick
But do you
with.
think it's too late for them to make some proper relationships in there now?
No,
Are they all too set in
I
their
think
ways?
it is. I think they've already formed their friendships. They've already got
Marlon?
I think Zoe, she's going to be out with the housemates. She's going to integrate much easier with everyone else. Pav is going to be the singled one out. He's already stated that he doesn't like Stephen.
Yeah.
And Stephen is such a big character in the house that they're just going to
Well,
turn
I've
against
got to
him.
say, when Pav first went in, the sort of first Monday, Tuesday, I thought, oh God, he's really settled in well. Do you know what I mean? He was having good chats with Mark, good chat with Stephen and stuff like that. Now, I think Zoe has taken that female. It's a very woman-led
She's a strong
house, isn't it?
character. Zoe is a strong character and she knows how to play the game and she knows exactly what she's doing. I think Pav is struggling to find his sort of identity in there.
I mean, he's in it for the long game, but he doesn't have time to play the long game.
No.
That's the problem.
I'm sorry, Dorian Green. Hello. Sorry, guys. Can't believe it. Newbies, how do we think they're going to get on?
They're going to be fine.
Oh, go on, Cal, go on.
They're going to be fine. I know Zoe, I love her to bits. She's a lady, she's moral, but she tells you as it is as well. She's been really polite, she has got a really good tact button. So I want Zoe to win, because she's kind of pushed Mark out the way from me, and a bit of Winston as well.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Mark's got two sides, and there's one side I'm still not sure about. I think he's going to sort of slip a bit.
I'm going to come to you in a second, so I've got to move on quickly. There's lots of other stuff that went on tonight. Dex, what did you make of what Danielle said about you? Because you are going to get, I'm just putting it out there now, when we have the chat with Danielle later on, part 3, you're going to get your chance to say what you two need to say to each other, because you do have the right to reply tonight, but you've got a right to reply now.
I didn't sell a story on her. She's the one that went to the papers talking about my designer penis.
Good luck to you.
Okay, everyone's seen her with her lady out. I mean, what's it all about? I mean, if you're going to play the game, just cover your tracks. That's all that I'm got to say.
Is there
on
any
it.
truth? Do you think there's any truth in what she said in tonight's show?
Look, we...
Dex, this
we
is
met
your
each
chance.
other. Yeah, look, we met each other a couple of times. She was with me that night that I went to Aura and I had a little drink. You know, we spent a night in a hotel together, no sex. Okay, like she didn't see my penis, so she had no right to talk about my penis.
But what is a designer penis?
Look, she just didn't. She didn't know what a circumcised
penis is.
Lynn, do you know what? I'll get him to show you in the break, darling. How's that? Listen, moving on. We've got to move on. We'll come back to you in a bit. We saw Ash and Helen have a little smoochie session tonight in the bed. Marlon, are you shocked?
I'm not shocked. I'm more shocked on Ash's side because he was playing it down. Oh, she's a good mate. She's a this and that. But you just never know what happens when the lights go out. Yeah?
Girls, what about you two? What are you making
That
of
was
it?
a long time coming, I think. But I'm not sure that that'll go anywhere else.
No.
From the way Ash behaves in the house. And I hope it doesn't in a way, because I think it would spoil it, really.
Yeah.
She's such a strong character, and I just think it would take it too far if they develop it.
I think they both thought that maybe they were going out tonight and that maybe they should just have a little snog before they go.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll go any further. I hope it
think
don't.
so.
There's been
I
enough
hope it
sex in
doesn't.
that house, hasn't there?
Yeah.
2 seconds, Stephen.
She's shocked.
What do you think about the kiss?
About the kiss, I think it's just a bit of joking and a bit of fun, so no harm done, you know.
Do you think anything might go a bit further with them?
No.
We've seen a bit of nookie before, haven't we?
Do you?
Yeah, oh, go on, Cal.
I think they're going to have a few more drinks, and they've obviously had a lot to drink that night. They got a bit smoochy. They've got a lot more things coming up, a lot more fiction nights, and I think they're going to stick together. And I think they're going to do a bit of the show romance towards the end. But I do think it's kind of true as well, and I want to see it.
Grace, really quickly.
No, I don't believe that at all. I think, actually they've been quite hypocrite, actually, because they were actually talking about Stephen and Kimberly, saying, oh, what they're doing now and whatever. And that's exactly what they're doing.
now.
So I'm
not.
sorry.
They're not. They're just having a
All
kiss.
they did was have one kiss.
We're going to talk about it later on, all right? I've got my sticker and I will use it. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's nice. Now listen, no eviction would be complete without the wise words of our tribe leader. This show would actually be Armageddon if we didn't have her. It is the gorgeous Emma Willis. Hello, darling. You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate, double whammy.
What a night! I'm
Double whammy.
exhausted.
How was it?
Well, there was like an eclipse.
There was a couple of
Like
eclipses.
a double moon. Do you know what? It was like a whirlwind. I did genuinely think I was about to do my first topless interview.
Do you know what?
I really did. I thought she was just going to keep them out.
Highlight of your career.
And
let me
then,
tell ya.
like, where do you look?
Straight at them.
Well, I know.
They're a lovely. I've got to be honest. They're a
It's a
lovely
bit
pair of boobs.
uncomfortable.
She's got a nice pair of boobs. Got to give her
They
that.
are nice.
How were not
They
the
are
boobs?
nice.
How were both of them, Danielle and Bianca?
Bianca, I don't know how much you could hear, but she had a lot of boos and a lot of people shouting things at her. And I think that's always quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, I know she's only been in there for a few days and she's quite, full on and bolshy, and she doesn't seem to really care what people think. But I think as hard as anyone can say they are, you've got to feel it. You've got to feel it. And I think she handled it. I think she handled it as well as someone with their boobs out can.
Good luck to her. Good luck to her. Danielle?
Danielle, let me tell you, she was the most nervous evictee I've ever handled.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
She was shaking like a leaf. Like she was literally, she walked down the stairs and I gave her a hug and I said, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, but she just couldn't keep still. And then as we were walking in during the break, I said, are you okay? And she was like, I'm absolutely shocked. I did not expect that whatsoever. She was genuinely
She's
had
shocked,
no idea.
but are you shocked that the new ones went for Danielle? That's a lovely another impression of an horse there.
Well, I suppose there was probably a lot of talk about Danielle because Bianca didn't like her or kind of didn't believe her.
Yeah.
But then Bianca wasn't even there to make the decision. Do you know what I mean? I kind of thought possibly Ashley, because she has kept saying she wants to leave.
Yeah.
But then I think if they'd have picked her, that would have been just the easy option.
Yeah.
And, if the vote is going down to 2 new housemates, they should use the vote properly, not just because somebody wants to go.
Yeah,
because 6 weeks ago, they wanted to go into the house.
Yeah, the public can't vote. You do what you think the public want. Sometimes you don't want to waste a vote on someone who's just saying, I want to go.
On someone that just wants to go. They needed to vote properly. And I think Ashley would have been the easy option, but they didn't go that way.
Do you think some of the originals, though, might maybe seek a bit of revenge now? Especially Ashley, for instance, who has been close with Danielle.
I don't don't know. I kind of get the sense that Ashley is just counting down the days. Do you know what I mean? And she might even more so now that Danielle's out. But then again, she might just mix again. You know, Zoe seems like a really lovely girl, and we've seen her saying tonight's show, you know, get involved, jump in the pool, flick your lovely hair. Maybe she'll kind of be that motherly figure that Ashley might want or feel like she needs.
Well, listen, let's quickly move on to Bianca, because it was an unlucky night for her, obviously. Do you think, with her behaviour this week, the writing was on the wall for her? It was going to go one or two ways,
it was 50-50, wasn't it? And you know, I did think it would be between her and Pav that left. Pav, because we haven't seen much from him and he's quite quiet.
And Zoe, because she got such a great reception.
Zoe, I just kind of didn't think I could see her going because people seem to really like her. But Bianca, yes, as bonkers and as shocking of a housemate as she is, sometimes you just don't want to see everything. Do you know what I mean?
And
kind of like Stephen and Kimberly.
Everything.
You sometimes don't want to see everything. And I think that, well, it obviously, you know, put some people off.
Well, listen, let's talk about the rest of the show, because, you know, Dexter is just over there.
Do you know what? Right, I work a long day on a Friday.
You're going to stick about.
But tonight is the one night I wish I was hosting Box.
Oh! You can do it, babe.
It's just going to be absolutely...
This chair's more yawn than mine, babes.
Dexter, like, oh my God. It's about to all just go nuts. Like, I just go and wait.
But we ain't got long to wait, put it that way, that's all I'm saying. Listen.
Dexter, are you ready?
Yeah, I got the crash helmet under the desk.
Are you prepared?
Hopefully.
I genuinely can't wait.
I still want to know what a designer penis is.
I told you we're going to get it out in the break, babe.
Does it mean it's been, like, helped to look?
Emma!
What?
I'll show you it in the break.
I don't want to see it.
Well, you're going to have to now.
I've got one at home waiting for me.
Well, Matt Willis.
I shouldn't say that because my TV mother-in-law is sat over there. Hiya. Okay.
The fact Matt Willis has got a designer penis. Finally.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said you got a lovely one, why not?
Oh, a lovely penis. No.
You have been
Stop lulling me
well and truly busted tonight, you know, I'll tell you. Listen, let's move on to Stephen. I'm going to save her back. Do you think we should be worried about his chat show? Listen, do you know what? This question is, do you think we should be worried about Stephen's chat show presenting skills? After this, maybe we might have to be a bit worried.
I thought he was really good.
I'm fighting for my job. I'm not going to lie. I'm fighting for my job.
I thought he was good. Well, don't, because if he gets your job, that means you'll probably get mine. And then I
don't
won't
say
have a
things
job.
like that, no.
We know what happens. Everything gets bumped up and, you know.
By bumped up, I'll probably end up cleaning my dressing room for
No,
like
you won't.
two weeks.
Do you know, I thought he was really good.
I thought he was great. And do you know
Really
what? I've got
good.
a good authority as well. Like when they were setting up for the task, he was like, so yeah, we're going to get time-ins. Like, I've got an auto cue. He was great. He was absolutely great. But I've got to read this. Listen,
Okay.
that is what Emma's had to say. But we want to know what you lot at home think. I can't believe I'm reading this, but would you like to see Stephen presenting bit on the side? You can vote via the poll section on the Big Brother app, and I think this is going to be a clean sweep of 100% yes tonight. We'll be revealing the results.
Don't ask them.
Emma,
It's our
I've
show.
protested. I've gone. I can't
our
believe
show.
it that they're doing this to us. Can you believe it? This is what they're doing to us. Give it up for Emma, guys. Can you believe they're doing this to us? We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll get rid of that Marvin and I'll come over with you. Join us after the break for all the fallout from tonight's double eviction. Plus, we've got the first exclusive interview with your least loved newbie, Bianca. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side, the show that's just like Bianca. We don't mind exposing ourselves and letting everything hang out on the telly. We've lost 2 housemates though tonight from the Big Brother house, but are the others bothered? Let's have a look.
If my dad was there tonight, he'd be absolutely wetting himself. He'd be wetting, it'd be right up his street. All my family and friends would be sitting there laughing, they'd be wetting themselves. Because that's the type of humour, like 2 seconds to Stephen and all that shit. I just think whoever's made, it's the bald guy. It's the twat at the front that's making up them chants. So funny.
Who knows his bowl?
Huh? Who? Don't you? You know how I feel on a fucking Friday now, don't you? So do I. So do I. So do I. What an evening. Wow.
Oh, I'm really thankful I've made a friend like Danielle, and even though she moans all the time and wakes us all with the aircon dilemmas in the morning, I'm going to miss her a lot, and we'll see her soon.
Best of luck to Danielle.
Best of luck.
Cheers. Cheers. Bianca, you're crazy, you're nuts, but you're lovable.
Yeah.
Bianca.
Cheers. Bless him. Well, listen, she asked Winston if she could ride his cock. But it turns out the only ride she's going to be getting was the 11:43 from Boreham Wood tonight. But let's hope she's covered herself up. God help us. It's Bianca! Babe, come and take a seat. Oh, babe. I don't recognise you with a top on, babe. How are you?
I'm good, babe.
How are you feeling?
Oh my God, I'm a bit gutted to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know you could have seen a lot more of me.
Do you know Hey, unless it's an internal, we've seen it. That's all I'm going to say. It was short and sweet time.
Yeah,
Let's be fair. What do you think was the reason that they've got rid of you?
I think, you know what? I know I was myself on there, so it's not like, at least I can say I was myself. So if I just held it a bit back, then I would have been like, fuck, I should have been myself.
Yeah.
So I just think they weren't ready for me, babe.
But if you knew that I love you. If you knew that the public were voting, obviously because you didn't know that. If you knew the public were voting to save two of you, would you have played it any differently this week?
No, because you know what? It took me 6 years to get on the show in the first place. I auditioned 6 times, and I was just myself.
You've done it. You've done it, babe.
Yeah, I've done
You've done
it.
it. Well, listen,
Yeah.
let's go back all that way back to when you first went in, which was like 3 days ago. I was like, were you starstruck by any of the housemates? Because obviously you've been watching the show.
Yeah.
You know who these people are. Was it a bit strange walking in there?
Yeah, it was, because, like, I love Mark, and I'd seen Mark, and I was just like, oh, my God, you're actually Mark. Like, it was a bit like, whoa. It was a bit like...
But you obviously, like you said, you've watched it.
Yeah.
Who was the most like who you thought was like that?
Mark.
Yeah?
He was just the same, yeah.
Was anyone who shocked you? the most?
Helen.
Helen.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember I saw you before you went in, and you were like, oh, I'm not a fan of Helen.
I didn't think I'd like her.
You got on well with her?
Yeah, she's wicked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, listen, let's move on to Danielle. She got the top tonight as well.
Yeah.
Do you regret telling the others about her outside life?
To be honest, like, Danielle shouldn't have gone tonight, and the thing is, we actually said Kimberly, but then she was ill. We agreed Kimberly, and then we agreed Ashley. It's only when I come out of the house, they must have quickly changed their mind when I left.
Really?
Because it should have been Ashley, yeah. It should have been Ashley. I forced it to keep Danielle because I felt that she could maybe gain 10% of me, maybe, like I said in the diary room as well, I want her to have at least like 10% of me, and maybe she can give me 10% of her, as in, I need to rein myself in a bit, and then maybe she can have a bit of my confidence.
So before you left,
we agreed.
the general decision was Ashley?
Yeah, we agreed
and then
because she wanted to go,
mind.
and then they quickly must have changed their mind. I was shocked when I just saw her come out. Like.
Well, listen, speaking of Danielle, you admitted, obviously, the press write a lot of shit sometimes and stuff like that. Do you regret not maybe talking to her first about it before sending it to the house?
Yeah, well, I did actually talk to her yesterday about it. I saw her crying. I don't want anyone to cry.
No.
So I did, like, talk to her about it. And today we had a chat about it as well. And I do actually really like the girl.
Yeah.
And I thought that, you know, I know she's like very timid and hasn't got much confidence, and I wanted to teach her. Tonight we were going to have a drink, and I was going to like maybe get a bit more confidence in her and stuff like that, and just tell her, don't give a fuck what people think about you.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. But
Have a little bit of bay.
yeah, exactly.
A little bit of bay.
Like-
Well, listen, let's move on
Yeah.
to your house crush,
Yeah.
Winston.
Oh, he's so hot.
Why didn't it happen?
I know. I think because he's used to like the chase, and obviously I definitely did chase him.
By
And he just
chase him,
didn't
I
know.
think you run him out of Elstree at one point.
But you know, he wasn't interested, but he was still good to look at.
Do you wish you played that a bit differently, maybe?
Yeah, maybe I should have been a bit more. But they were egging me on, going, go and get in Winston's bed. So I was like, yeah, right then. You know, I love a bit of fun, and I was like, yeah, right then. Actually, I was like pulling myself back a bit, thinking, right, I'm definitely going to get him, but I'm going to try and play it a bit more cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking this, like, you know, by the end of the week, I'll have him.
Well, you never
That's
know.
what I
On the
think.
outside, who knows what's going to happen? Listen, tonight's show... I'm laughing because I can see it. We saw you in all your glory tonight, babes. We really, really did. Would you really have done the dirty with him on the Rad Bowl?
Yeah, I love a bit of yeah, I think I would. If it was up for me, I would have done it.
Well, listen, you were obviously there for a few days.
Yeah.
Do you think that your time in the house
Yeah.
has left a lasting impression on the rest of the house, mate?
I think the house needed someone like me, and I think it's going to be dull now, to be honest.
I don't agree with yourself, but I agree. I think we did need someone like you.
Yeah.
Listen, you have been in there and you've watched the show before.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the biggest game player in that house?
The biggest game player is probably, I think, Chris, maybe.
Chris? Why Chris?
Yeah, it's just yesterday he was bitching about me, and I actually pulled him up. I pulled him up, and I said, Chris, why are you saying all this? Like, it's not true. You're saying I'm slagging people off, because I don't slag people off. I say it to their face. And he went, oh, actually, yeah, maybe, you know, I was worried because I think that you're taking Helen away from me, and I've only just got a relationship with Helen. I said, babe, I'm not in here to take like anyone away from you.
No.
And he was like, oh, sorry, maybe I'm just being a bit like, you know.
But at least you spoke to him about it.
Yeah, but I spoke to him about it. So maybe him, because I weren't quite sure of him. But
Well,
I
listen,
don't,
just
no.
finally, was it all it was cracked up to be?
Oh, it was amazing, babe.
Yeah?
I'm so glad I'm going to
Give it up for Bianca, guys. You've been brilliant. You've been brilliant. Listen, that's what Bee's got to say. But how's she going to feel when she comes face to face with the housemate that the other two booted out tonight? Danielle's going to be here right after the break. Featuring the only housemate that has managed to rock the house in not just one, but 2 series. It's Dexter Coe. He loves a bit of this. And you know, I wish you were on whilst we were in the break, because Bianca and Marlon are getting quite flirty. There's a bit of grabbing going on. Listen, the newbies have turned on Danielle tonight when they evicted her from the house. But is she fuming? We're going to find out in just a minute. But first, here's her worst bit.
I'm just like a proper lady, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so old-fashioned and like really traditional. I don't like swear, and my faith is really important to me. Most people think I look like Julia Roberts. I hardly ever swear, so when I hear all that swearing, I'm like, oh my goodness. My faith is really important to me.
I've known a few stockbrokers. I know your type.
Yeah.
I think you're a really nice person.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
welcome,
Pauline.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Cheers.
She's so cute. Absolutely stunning. He looks like such a good man for you.
He looks like a good man, you know.
You miss him, don't you?
I love you so much, okay?
Thanks, sweetie.
I like gangbang. Oh, you're anal man?
Massive dick, but it's flaccid.
Massive, great big, off, hot,
Shank, fucking bunny cock.
All this swearing and stuff, it just...
Yeah, you don't swear, do you? No.
Who do you think you're speaking to?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking idiot. Oh, go away. What are you fucking doing, eh? What? Fucking idiot. Oh my God. Was it fucking you? Aye, there's a surprise. You stupid twat. Fuck off. Get some bloody class, you weirdo, man. What are you getting fucking bitchy about, eh? Fucking sprigging, yeah, you are. That's what you fucking do. You're just a fucking bitch. Just fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking idiot. Fuck off. Fucking idiot.
And all that language is just doing my head in.
She cried about sex talk, and she loved Winston's poetic nature, and I think it's fair to say we've got a fair few questions, so let's get on with it. Give it up. It's Danielle! You look beautiful tonight. Come and take a seat, just mind that step. Oh, Dan. What an ass, mate, can I just say? Dan, are you surprised you sat here?
Yes, very. I feel so cheated out, you know, because I just couldn't believe it. It was just such a shock.
Well, do you know what? We were just talking to Bianca. I don't know if you heard backstage, but Bianca just said today they all agreed that it was going to be Ashley leaving, and since Bianca's left, they changed their mind during the live hit.
Right.
So how does that make you feel?
Just really cheated out, really, you know, and I was just really shocked. Just really shocked because I know how much Ashley wanted to go, and I'm so close to Ashley, and I just looked at Ashley and Ashley just at me, and we were just like, what?
What's going on here?
Yeah, but I've just got to remember that the public didn't evict me out. It was by 2 people that just don't know me, and I've just got to accept that.
Well, listen, quite a big part of tonight's show was you talking about Dexter. He's sat over there.
Hello, Foxy.
Is there anything you want to say to Dexter after your chat yesterday about what happened last year and stuff like that? Is there anything you want to say to Dexter now that he's here?
Hi.
Dex, you got anything you want to say?
Maybe later.
Oh, well, listen, you two are going to be reunited in part 4 anyway, so don't you worry about that. Listen, what I want to know is, do you think that out of all the housemates, if it was a whole house decision, do you think you would have gone?
A whole house decision,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have gone, no. I really don't.
So why do you think the 2 wanted you out then, Zoe and Pat?
I just had such a bad week. It wasn't my week at all. I just hated the theme. I didn't get on like with a lot of the kind of smaller tasks, and then Marlon going was just out of the blue, and then you had 3 new housemates, and I was just like, what on earth's going on? And it was just really, I just found it such a stressful week.
Is it quite frustrating knowing that Zoe and Pav have joined halfway, and yet they could end up potentially walking away with the 100k?
Yeah, of course, yeah, it is, because, you know, it's been a very difficult, it's not been a difficult process, but it's been a very stressful process, and it has been tough at times, and I think a few of us said that, you know, how can they just put 3 new housemates in this far into the series, and we've all been here since day 1, do you know what I mean? So you do feel a bit cheated out.
Big Brother.
I know.
Big Brother's decision's
I
always
know.
final.
It's final, I
Listen,
know.
on a personal note, did you watch Pop Idol as a kid?
Sometimes I watched it.
Zoe Burkett, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
She loves it. Listen, let's move back, because you've just said you had a bit of a tough time this week.
Yeah.
Why was Armageddon your final straw? You snapped this week. You
I just
didn't
hated
enjoy
it. I didn't understand it. I was like, I don't understand this. This isn't the end of the world. Why don't we have a kettle? I can't deal with not having my tea in the morning, and the tinned food just threw me overboard. I couldn't deal with it.
Couldn't deal with it.
I just was like, if you don't give me proper food, I'm going to walk out. Like, I was just.
But last week we saw you in the dining room and you said, it's your words, it's on like Donkey Kong. What happened to the game plan?
The game plan went out the window. I tried. I really tried. But I don't know. I was just defeated this week. And I did try and like get my game face on, but I couldn't. I was just so worn out. The task really ground me down. And I was like, I just can't do it.
What would it have been though? What would you have done this week if you wasn't, beaten down?
I would have just like kept on making an effort with everyone, and I wasn't really myself this week because I was feeling a bit ill, and I just felt really lethargic, so I just wasn't really that interested in what was going on. So I think if I just stayed how I've been throughout the series, it would have been different. Do you know what I mean?
Well, listen, let's quickly talk about your closest friend in the house, Ashley.
Yeah.
This week we've seen you two sort of be quite, I think it's fair to say, a bit fragmented than what
Yeah.
you normally are.
Yeah.
Why?
We've both been really stressed, do you know what I mean? And like, it's been difficult because
it's been used to the whole way.
Oh, literally, but it's nothing personal. It's just because we've both been quite unwell, we're both stressed, and then Ashley wants to go home. She desperately wants to go home. And I was like saying towards the end, I kind of want to go, and she's like, no, you don't mean that. I was like, well, I do with being in this task I did, but if it wasn't for the task, I wouldn't be saying that. Do you know what I mean?
Were you shocked by her sort of newfound friendship with Helen? Because, she's got quite close to Helen, we've seen.
She has, yeah, but I think it was just like, it was really stressing Ashley out, the whole thing last week, do you know what I mean? It was so stressful, and I think she felt the best thing to do would be to clear the air with Helen and just move on from it, do you know what I mean? I don't think she wants to be known throughout the series as the girl that hates Helen, so I think that's why she's just trying to make effort.
Listen, let's move on to something a little bit lighter.
Yeah?
Winston.
Oh, yeah.
What was going on there?
It was just a bit of footsie, that was all.
Just
really.
a little bit of footsie.
Yeah.
I like that. Why do you think if this was on the outside,
Yeah.
would you be letting him take you for dinner, letting him take you for drinks, and maybe start dating?
I don't know.
Is he your type? Because he's so not your
No,
type,
he's
is
not.
he?
He's not my type. And we're so polar opposites. We have nothing really in common. But I found him to be quite endearing because he took quite an interest to me and he was interested in a lot of things. And there was just a bit of mutual ground there. But it was just, honestly, it was just a bit of footsie. That was it.
Just a bit of footsie.
It was just a bit of footsie.
You know, you self-admittedly said, you know, you are quite a traditional girl.
Yeah.
And some of the behaviour in the house maybe.
I know,
made
I
you
can't
feel-
apologise enough for the swearing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, babe, listen. I think we've all said a couple of swear words. In
I
our
just
life.
get so angry though. See, when I'm angry, that's me off.
But have
And
you
I'm
seen Big Brother before, Dan?
I've not watched it religiously. I have watched it, but you know.
You did let yourself into the doghouse there. Let's be fair. Like, it's Big Brother.
No, I know. I feel bad for swearing as much as I did, though. I looked over at my mum's face and she was just gobsmacked, so I do feel bad.
Don't worry about it. Well, listen, we did see Bianca said that you were pretending to be something that you're not.
Mhm.
What we saw as you as a housemate, you was, you know, really traditional, good girl, you know, what you've said that you are.
Yeah.
But some people on the outside have obviously seen things, like Bianca said when she's come in,
Yeah.
that have totally contradicted that.
Yeah.
So what I want to ask you, in a relaxed environment, just us, who is Danielle? What is Danielle? You know, is she this girl that we see as a housemate, or is she the girl that we've seen on the outside with the pictures and the webcam stuff and all of that? Who is she?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm in an industry, I'm in the modelling industry, and it has a certain stigma attached with it. So I was going to be scrutinised coming in anyway with the views and the beliefs that I have anyway. I was open to scrutinisation from the get-go. But I think things have been taken out of context because at the end of the day, it is a job. I get paid to do certain things. And I think if it's in a tasteful way or it's in a kind of maybe naughty way, or, I don't know, it depends. But
Now listen, in a naughty way, just very quickly, are you sort of maybe admitting now a little bit more than probably what you let on to in the house?
Well, I've not done anything explicit, in my opinion, I don't think. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a job. Do you know what I mean? I get paid to do it, and that's it, really.
Babe, if you've got it, do it.
It doesn't-
Good luck to you. That's what I'd say to you. Honestly, babe, I mean
It doesn't define me as a person. And, you know, I just think people think because you're in this industry, you have to be this type of person. It doesn't necessarily mean that. You can be in a job and have total different traditional views and all the rest. But I think because I am like that, I'm going to be open to criticism and all the
Well,
rest.
listen, we're
so.
going to get a lot more from you in part 4, but for now, give it up for Danielle, guys. Still to come, our panel and audience are going to be getting their grubby little mitts on both of tonight's evictees, and I think it's going to be a good one, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Serious Brothers Bit on the Side, the show that invites you to open up on a nightly basis. Don't we, John? Alright, it's Q&A time now. Let's start with Bianca's questions. Dorian?
Oh, Bianca.
Get your glasses on, Dor.
I know. Can I just say, I think the two wrong people have gone tonight. I really believe that. I mean, I'm shocked that you're both out. And Bianca, I think you are comedy gold. Television. I really do. And I am so surprised. But now you know you've been voted out. Would you have played it any differently? Do you think you just went, I mean, all this, I mean... You put Dorian Green to shame, I have to say. Would you have played it differently if you'd known that you might have been voted out for going too far?
I would have just been myself, and that's all I can do.
Good luck to you. Tracy Stubbs?
Well, I have to say, I'm still confused about Danielle. I don't know who the real Danielle is.
We're getting on to Danielle in a minute.
Oh, OK, I've got
Bianca's
questions.
Go on.
Bianca. I think you're a great fan and you're going to be sorely missed in the house, and I think you should have been given more time in there. But, Bianca, did you have to get it all out, love? Could you have left something to the imagination?
I don't know, I was just having fun.
Could you not have fun with your clothes on?
But on a night out,
But you did look like you were enjoying yourself.
Yeah, on a night out, I always get my tits out, yeah.
I want a night out with Bianca.
So you didn't just get them out, you got that out as well. You got everything out. In the mud.
Girls.
Oh, I love that.
Girls, I've got to move on. I've done one up, but I've got to move on. Dexter, what is your question for
Bianca,
Danielle?
you're a fantastic value.
No, Dexter, we're going to Danielle now.
Question for Danielle. Danielle,
Come on, Mr. Butlins, here we go.
do you think that you played the game right?
No, I don't think I did at all, actually. I think I failed pretty badly at it, but...
What would you have done different, Dan?
I would have tried to have like just kept my cool a bit. I think I lost it a few times and I shouldn't have done that. And I think I should have just like kept my dignity a few times and just been more respectable.
But I've noticed, Danielle, you've been when the newbies came in, you were really nervous and really scared. I'm not sure why you went in. I don't know who the real Danielle is, as Linda said. Why did you go in knowing what Big Brother is?
They're swearing and nudity.
But you did all the swearing, but I can't marry the two sides of your personality. I just don't know who Danielle
is. You didn't seem
is.
to have any fun. You didn't seem to enjoy yourself and relax and just get into the spirit of it
no,
all.
I did. I had a really lovely time. I did enjoy myself and I did like lose my temper a few times and that's like why I swore in that. But overall, I just think I could have just been a wee bit more calmer about things and a wee bit more forward.
But which is the real Danielle, the outside or the inside?
I think it's a bit of both, really.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dan, what we really, really want to know is obviously knowing what Big Brother is and knowing that in the press, stuff's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's all going to come out at the end of the day. It always will. It never will not. Why didn't you, when you went in, why didn't you say to the guys, you know, this is me. This is what I am.
Take it or
this is
leave
what's happened.
Yeah.
You know, I've done this, I've done that.
Not really.
Because Danielle, I agree with you. I do genuinely agree with you that you can be, you know, religious, you can have these standards and you can be ladylike, but at the end of the day, you do a job and that's what you do. But why not just be upfront and honest and say, yeah, I've got these out, I've done this, I've done that, whatever, rather than just say, oh, I'd never do that. That's all we want to know. Because you know what, Dan, I'll tell you now, if you put it straight now, I think you'll get a lot more respect from the public.
I mean,
I really, really do.
On the other hand, it is quite nice to have somebody who's a bit intriguing.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
halfway through the series, you think, I don't know what she is, I want to keep her in. And that's why I thought you should stay in, so we could discover more of who the real Danielle is.
What do you think, babe?
I think at the end of the day, obviously I'm in an industry and at the end of the day you get paid to do a job and you do it. And maybe I should have been a bit more upfront and honest, but I just thought I would play maybe more like the innocent card and I thought I would maybe get away with it. But obviously things come out and I've got to get on with it.
So you're admitting that you did try and play a bit of an innocent card?
Yeah.
And in the hope that these things wouldn't come out?
In a way, yeah, if I'm honest, yeah.
Do you know what? She's admitted it. Come on. You admitted it, Dan. You deserve that drink. Listen, guys, give them a round of applause, mate. It's a bit of a show tonight, isn't it? Let's be fair. You've all done well. Listen, if tonight's show wasn't explosive enough, I don't know why I'm even reading that. Wait till you see what we've got in store for you lot next week.
I don't drink coffee. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down.
Get another boob job, maybe. It's so fucking saggy.
Don't be like a maggot.
You've just shown your true fucking colours, you prick.
Girl, ease up on the chicken, man. There's other people got to eat chicken.
You can have your first serving of that on Tuesday. Right, it's just enough time now for some digital chat. Ian, what we got?
All right, very quickly, quick plug, Facebook Q&A tomorrow with Danielle. Haven't had time to tell you about this, so I hope you're happy with that. 3:30, fb.com/BBUK tomorrow.
Poll
result. 85% said no, let's not have him presenting.
Oh,
so well done, you're safe for today.
Thanks.
Questions, I'll go get through them quick. Danielle, do you think if you'd been more upfront with the housemates, then Bianca wouldn't have had anything bad to say about you?
Possibly, yeah. If I was more upfront, then yeah.
It would have been different, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Bianca, do you think you went, this is from Rebecca Lewis, do you think you went too far in exposing Danielle?
No, not really, because I went around the houses a bit. I didn't just go, right, because I knew about the story about Dexter, and I could have told everyone about the story about Dexter, but I didn't. I held that bit in.
All right. Danielle, Cornish Devil wants to know, did you really go to finishing school?
Yes.
Did you?
I think we should do a VT where Danielle teaches me how to be a bit more ladylike.
And Laura Smith wants to know, are hot dogs your favourite food?
No, they're not.
Well, we've got
might know
pictures
what
that
that's
say
a
otherwise.
reference to, Dan.
I do.
Okay. Tanisha wants to know, Bianca, is there anything in the house that you wouldn't have done?
No, I would have done everything.
Get her back in.
10 seconds, quick.
Trey wants to know, Danielle, did you have a game plan?
Yeah.
And what was it? Because you haven't said.
Just to be nice to everyone and to be sweet and innocent, and it didn't work.
Give it up for these guys, come on. I can't believe it. That's all we've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to all of our guests. I'm back tomorrow night at 11 o'clock for Bit on the Psych with Ian, Vanessa Feltz, and Danielle's going to be here as well. And looking at the action tonight, do not miss tomorrow night. Good night, guys.